Hello, everyone watching us on the screen all over the whole world. My name is Ike Gospel. We are here on Trinity TV. I'm here with my colleague here, Mr. Tio.
Amazing. Okay, hello everybody. Of course, everyone listening and watching is actually know where I'm watching from. My name is Victor Gold, and I'm very much excited to be here this wonderful time. And of course, Gospel, thank you for having me also.
Oh, thank you very much. Okay, we are on today's episode. We'll be embarking on the topic says assessing the impact on social media on our society today. So the social media today have the fact you can't overemphasize on it because there are a lot of positive impact and negative impact on social media today. It has really helped a lot of business today. People, even it has connected us to so many places where we can't even move on our own. Talking about social media, we talk about WhatsApp, we talk about email, talk about Facebook, we talk about Twitter, and so on. And a lot of people have communicated to Donald Trump, which ordinarily they can't even communicate to him. But now we are looking at the impact, because here now we have the positive and negative. So I don't know if there is a lot of impact, and people are still scared of social media in as much as it has a positive impact it has contributed in the society today.
Definitely. You see, I think before we analyze the impact of social media, especially to young people, we need to have an idea of what social media is. Okay, what is social first of all? It is the ability to move around, communicate socially amongst vast majority of people. And what is media? This is where we're going to translate message through electronic means, web means, and all that.
Yeah.
Now, bringing together social media, which is what we now have today. Now, in our current world, we have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have TikTok, we have Twitter, everything.
That's what creates the community.
Exactly, social media. Yeah. And we see, I think we should first discuss the benefits of social media to our lives. First of all, without social media, you will not be here. All this will not be possible because for people out there, for someone in Asia, someone in South America, someone in US, without social media, they will not be able to listen to us. So it's an added benefit, of the existence of social media, as we can actually put it. Yeah. Now, social media also, as you can be in your room and be making money. Just this morning before I came here, I was on this popular job website, just scrolling through, trying to get some, and I was chatting with a representative from a foreign agency. And he talked to me, the topic he said to me actually, I'm like, yo, social media is actually a thing and this is like connecting people from different backgrounds, different race, different communities, and we're able to interact with each other and pass the message across. Social media is just a blessing to our society.
So does it really mean that before social media come into existence that there is no blessing or there is nothing happening in the world?
I wouldn't say things were not happening in the world. Back in the days, it used to be letter. You know when our fathers used to tell us they would go to the post office, they would line up.
Definitely.
Yeah, they would write letters and it takes like days, weeks. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm writing to someone in the US. You might even be dead by the time letter will arrive. You might be dead already. By the time letter will get to you. Yeah. So that's what, and then when we had telephones where you have to stay by the telephone.
Oh my God, you just reminded me something.
And Gen Zs will not know this. So apologies to all Gen Zs. You all will not know this, but then you have to stay by the telephone. You have to be there when the person is calling because once they ring you and you are not there to pick up.
I remember when those days when you're coming up, you usually go to call center where you pay $20 to use that Samsung, the one that has code to make up, and you wait for your own turn, and before it connects, and you might call somebody in the village to give to your mom, and it will take like the whole day. I'm not even got it to your mom, and go to post office to write letter. But now today you can make it your email. You can email someone that is in US or any country of the world. You can type on WhatsApp or do anything. Even talking of this, you know that company can easily have meeting video, what is called Zoom meeting on thereafter. But previously, I can remember when social media is coming up, we usually use TeamView and thereafter. But now the stress is not there again. Instead of you connecting, having a link on thereafter, you just add them on the group and click on the link and everybody will just connect.
Sir, I mean, that's the beauty of it, man. Social media has enabled us to be able to cover a wider range of audience. Now I can be in my living room and be attending to a meeting with someone in Australia. I can be in my living room and I'm hosting a meeting with different kinds of people. One is in US, one is in Sweden, I'm in Nigeria, one is in Congo, and the meeting goes smoothly. That is the power of social media.
So now, but if looking at that, a lot of people are scared of social media.
Well, why? I wouldn't. There's, it's the same thing as what people like Elon Musk are trying to bring about, which is the AI, the robots, where they're saying real soon the AI will take over our jobs and all that. They are not as if they are scared in a way, but because they feel the impact is, the way people are now making use of social media is already going out of proportion.
Okay.
Let me give you an example. For those of you that are active on TikTok, you will notice, the kind of nudity that is being portrayed on TikTok by young people. And you wonder, is this what this thing is meant for?
And it's not really part of our culture.
It's not part of our culture, but because we see other people do it, we are already imbibing it into our culture. And they are mostly carried out by young people. I mean, take for example, almost every elm of affair, you see a young person there. In this studio currently that we are in, there are young people. Everywhere you go to, you must see a young person. Because now it seems young people are the ones taking over the party from the older generations.
Sure.
And now they are the ones that are easily influenced by things. So that is why, the older folks are scared of, what social media has become. But let me put it to you, social media in its original intent was not meant to be this way. It was meant to be a means where we communicate. It was meant to be a means where I'm able to, reach a larger audience for positivity, for, the betterment of the human race. But then, what do we have?
But let me come to this. In religious aspects, they are preaching against social media previous that because of the negative impact of it. Like advising the people not too much. But currently, I try to say this in some churches, even a whole lot of churches, even everybody is now in the community. Because previously we are like discriminating, taking people of the church out from the community, but now they are all in. Is it that they are seeing the good side of social media that made them to join?
Yeah, when I started, I told you social media has a larger positives to it. And I believe the churches have seen that young people now are mostly glued to their phones. I can tell you for a fact, every young person is always within 2-3 meter radius of their phone. They are not far from their phones. And back in the day, when if you want to go for evangelism, what do? We share tracts. Yeah. We go on the road. You do road show and all that. Yeah. But now, does tracts still work like they used to?
I don't really think
they don't, because if you give me a track now, I might be polite to collect it from you.
But I can't go through it.
I will not go through it.
Yeah.
So the church have said that the fastest way to reach people now is by social media,
which is the community that is mixed. So the church is not mixed with everybody.
That's the thing, because they know for a fact they can be able to reach people. I mean, we see top ministries like Bishop Femi Lazarus, Pastor Selman, because they know for a fact that the message has to be preached, and social media is the fastest driving force that can propel that message for them. So they are leverage on it. I mean, if according to them, if the people of the world can use social media, why can't people in crisis in social media.
Wow, that's very interesting. So that is to say that social media has the largest community in the whole world than every other thing. Even in physical, social media has the highest population.
I can just see young people. I have a little sister at home. She can comfortably operate my phone. Comfortably, if I drop my phone now, she knows where everything is. She just goes there, pick my phone. If she wants YouTube, she's on YouTube. If she wants gallery, she's on this, she's on that. I'm like, how did you know all this? But I know for one day I never sat down and tell you press this, press that.
So how about this artificial intelligence here? Like, how do you see it? Is it something that is helping the society today?
Well, that is where, listen, I've always been skeptical about AI and stuff. Why? Especially all these OpenAI, ChatGPT, and all that. And yes, AI is good. Don't get me wrong, okay? Please do not shoot me. AI is good. But then we see where a lot of our young persons are now becoming dependent on AI. They no longer rely on their heads to do stuff.
Makes them lazy.
It makes them lazy. I had a convo with a friend. I told him I need to construct something for an organization. What he told me was use AI. I said, why should I make use of AI when I can use my brain? And for a fact, I had to go compile the stuff myself. And I told him, make use of AI. And we compared and contrasted. It was similar. I said, so why do I need to use AI? He said, no, you won't understand it. I said, look, AI has made you go soft. It's crazy. All our young people, like I said before, don't get me wrong here. AI has its benefits because it straightens your work for you. And it makes things easy for you.
Yeah.
But then it is over dependency that is not killing our young persons.
Well, I guess what you're talking about is AI is an assistant. But there are a whole lot of people right now. Currently, our younger people here now, they depend on AI totally that they don't even see it as an assistant. Something that maybe when they must have exhausted their own
capacity,
what they have already, they can now make use of AI. They now use AI totally, forgetting that AI is programmed for a certain to a certain level, not all. Because I could remember when I created something, I had to use AI for the auto caption, and he couldn't even pronounce my name and all that. So I had to start editing. That is to tell you that AI is not the optimum. So now people depend on that, and it makes them lazy. They're not doing anything.
Well, like we said, there are benefits to AI because I must tell you, there are projects you want to do, you must definitely involve AI in it. I will not take that away. There are projects where you just need to, involve AI for you to make use of.
But it's taking away human intelligence.
That is where you as a person, you as a young person, that's where you make use of your senses. You are supposed to be able to balance, the AI angle and your human angle.
A whole lot of younger people are not read. They can't even get a topic and read on their own, and even they can't even write the projects because of AI. Little thing they go to AI, little thing they go to AI. So how would they get, everything is AI. AI have taken everything part of no stress again.
We are in the digital world, I will not discuss the fact that things are not really easy. Back in our days, I'm not saying I'm old though, I'm not old, but then I'm not young. But back in our days, everything, we used to do everything manual. You want to read for an exam, you are cramming the exam into not to assist you. But now these young kids now, they have something that don't break everything down for them. If you were born in this era, it makes life easy. Back then, you are reading for a 3-unit course. You must read and cram. Read well, but now they have something that can actually help them break it down. And you would want to employ that. But then, my point is, over dependency is not good.
Yeah, definitely. But like I said, because social media, in fact, internet is taken all over the world. I could remember those days we don't have phone. What we have is not phone. So we go to cyber cafe to buy time, and you start it. And once your time elapses, there's no nothing to go. And if you finish or you don't finish, just leave it that way. That's it. So now we have done the benefits. These are all these are benefits and impacts that really bring a total change to the world today. Now we should be talking about negative aspect of it.
Listen, yeah. It's negative aspect.
Does it really have negative?
Yes. Look, everything has a positive side and a negative side. Yeah. Basically, like I said before, bringing it out to TikTok. Okay, let me go leave TikTok for a while. Misinformation. People now, use social media. Let me give you an example. I can be somewhere and maybe I can propagate a fake story now.
Yeah.
And put it on Facebook. Okay, let me give you another example. I was on a show a particular time. That was actually about a year or two ago. The benefit of social media, the negative side. Okay, so I dropped the story. I said, if you have no business being outside, or it was on a Monday. Remember, Southeast about a year or two ago, there was this sit-at-home issue that was really occurring on Mondays. So I dropped it. I said, if you have no business being out on Monday, do not go anywhere. I put it to you that particular Monday morning, all over weather. I didn't see anybody outside. Then someone reached out to me and told me, Victor, we heard your name where it was being argued that they heard it from you in the morning that nobody should go anywhere. Okay. I did not believe it. I had to go out on the road myself, and I stood. I was saying I couldn't see any end of the road. That when I knew how powerful information is.
Yeah.
So now imagine those that propagate negative information. Now we now have so many, and then there's people do. An accident happens, and you're already filming it. You're already posting it. Is it to put fear in the minds of people? Any little thing happens, you are posting it. These are the things we talk about. Recently, someone posted on social media a parts of Maryland in the US.
Yeah.
They had blackouts. Yeah. And it was nowhere on the news.
Yes, in fact.
It was nowhere on the news. He said there was a blackout for almost a day, but it was not found on the news.
And the person that posted it is not even in the US.
Now, what he said was, if this were to be in Nigeria, all hell would have been let loose. People would have come online, Nigeria is this, Nigeria is that. Now, what makes America, China different from Nigeria? Because they protect information that goes out of their country. They only make you see what they want you to see. That is it. But Nigeria, since everyone has freedom on social media, they can post whatever.
But what you're trying to say is that they have control over internet and social media than Nigeria.
I'm going there. There's supposed to be a control over it. Now, this is where the government is supposed to place a control on what goes out to the Western world.
Sure.
Because China, it's only what they want you to see that you will see.
Sure.
Else, you don't know what is happening. If I ask what's happening in China, you may not even know. What's happening in Korea, you may not know. Exactly. But trust me, they know everything happening in Nigeria.
But that is, I guess that is the more idea why social media and the internet is created, because of that should be restricted and privacy.
No,
certain things.
I think we as a people, we are supposed to know the kind of information we process out.
Okay.
We as young people, we are supposed to know the kind of, we just see that, it's our life and we can post anything we want. It's my phone, it's my data, it's my Wi-Fi.
Does it really mean that those people out there, they don't post like that?
They post them, but that's what I'm saying. The government knows how to regulate.
Okay, government regulates.
They know how to regulate these things because it's also image building. Because I want more people in my country. So, Dubai. You can see anything you see on Dubai is always on hospitality. Yeah. Dubai marketed hospitality to people, and that's why people are now flocking to the Middle East for holidays, for vacations, and everything. I mean, Dubai a couple of years ago was not even anywhere near Nigeria, but now Dubai is now where people are, really looking up to. People to go to Dubai. And now they've marketed their place so well. If you Google Dubai, you are saying, wow. But you may not know what is happening in Dubai.
It's when you get there.
It's when you get there, you will know, this is happening here, this is happening here. But in Nigeria, our police is shooting this one is doing that one. No. Look, we as young people, we have power. And what is that power? It is the power of social media. We are supposed to make use of it appropriately for ourselves, number one, and then for our country. Because why? This is the country we have, and it is what we send out that people perceive of us.
Sure.
That is it. Aside that, now other effects of social media is, we now have your exposure to different kinds of content on social media, where you see nude content. I mean, social media has now got to a point where if you want to turn out bad today, just and you want maybe I want to learn how to I want now to be a bad child to my parents. Oh, don't worry. Don't go to social media. Don't worry. There's someone for you here.
Yeah.
Someone is ready to teach you how to be a bad child to your parents.
That's very bad.
Very bad. Now, let's come back to little kids aspect. So, when we were growing up, we had cartoons we were watching there. Cartoons that were, all we all love. Back then, Cartoon Networks, we sit down, watch cartoons, it was not harmful. But now, we now have cartoons where they're promoting, same sex in cartoons for children.
You just reminded me of something. I just came to my mind now. I could remember RSTV. I could remember NTA. Super Story.
Oh my! Now we don't have them.
No, none of those things. Like Papa Jasco, and you don't see those things again. What we see here is when we see once you open your television, see naked people dancing and doing those
things. Television. Go to Instagram before you scroll 1, 2. You have seen a naked person. Go to Twitter. Oh my god, it's worse on X.
Oh my god.
Before you scroll past 1, 2, you're already seeing nude links everywhere on X. And you're wondering, how is a young man, a young fellow growing up supposed to survive in this world? It's crazy. But then, you as a young person, you're supposed to limit the kind of content you take in.
Well, let me just take it back a little bit. You say something about misinformation.
Yeah.
Now we talk about scammers.
Mm-hmm.
So is it that people in charge of Facebook or all of this social media can they control some of these fake information and fake people clustering all over social media? Is there not a way to control some of those things?
There is a way.
Okay.
Let me, there's a word we now use now. Allegedly, yeah. Do you know that in the hierarchy of countries, in the hierarchy of countries with scammers, we are still, I think we're in number, should be like number 1 to 5. Yeah, but it is due to our loudness that has made Nigeria on the map of countries with the highest number of scammers. I'm telling you, we are not up there with India.
Yeah.
Oh.
You are correct.
Oh. We are not up there with India.
They are the worst.
But yet, you will never see them on the news because they know how to keep their information well. Now, I just said that. Let's just you heard that and just keep that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, there are Facebook accounts going down regularly. More amounts and they are really doing their best to make sure they really curb and reduce, all these suspecting activities going on social media. So to that end, I would say Facebook is really trying their best, but the government also has to put policies in place to make sure these things are really curbed and very more.
Because what I'm saying all these things because a lot of people are going after you. You see a young girl that has not even gotten up to an age will tell you that I'm no longer on social media, I'm no longer on WhatsApp because of scammers and misinformation. Where these are platforms that will help them tomorrow. But because of all these things, they are going out. So nobody is coming in again. It's not really encouraging young people to join the social media again.
Are you sure?
Because I'm surprised. When you say you're a young guy or young girl, are you on WhatsApp? I'm no longer on WhatsApp. Why? I'm no longer on Facebook. Why? People disturb me, they call me, they give me social message, and once I said, do you know that my Facebook was hacked?
Yeah, that's another problem.
At the point, I was trying to revive my Facebook my WhatsApp was hacked also. Wow. Before I could recover all of those, I start some of my friends or contacts start receiving messages, even to an extent that some sent money. Whoa. I'm like,
This is what I encourage people to do, if you can, and if you're watching this video, try your best to just do those 3-step verification on your accounts.
okay, that's security.
Yeah,
Okay.
3 steps on your account.
That's very
It
good.
will really help. I mean, both on your X account, on your Facebook, your WhatsApp, your Instagram, every account you have, make sure you have your 3x verification, and if possible, have a manual passkey where you can store your code in. And for those, let me delve a little bit. For those that own, wallets online, hard wallets, DeFi wallets, it is better you don't store them in any of your mail. It's not advisable.
That is kind of security where you can have a password maybe before someone can have access to your system. You have to
You
do some
need
keys.
to have a passkey,
Okay.
a manual passkey that can, or if possible, write it down. Some persons, back in the day, some of our fathers will store, we as we will store our password on our phone. They put my password, my bank.
If someone eventually get that phone,
It means your money is gone. But it's not advisable anymore. Yeah, it's better you have it written down somewhere in your house than store it in your mail, because your mail can be hacked.
and you can easily retrieve them because just go to forget a password, they'll give you back.
Your mail can be hacked. So you take precautions. If you have not done it now, go to your different apps. Authorize your 3-step verification just to be on safe side.
But let me say this because I'm still wondering why all of this still exists now. Because when we are using them to go, nobody hacks my to go.
The world is moving, it's fast changing.
Okay.
So and as it's changing, you change with it.
Well, okay, let's still move on the negative.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, the negative. A particular church caught an entire teenage wing. Yeah, a teenage wing of, I will not mention the church now because they caught a teenage wing. All the players, their phones, they had pornographic content on their phones. I mean, porn content, hard porn. That even me as an adult, I cannot watch. And you wonder how they were able to get access to this. This is where parental control comes in. Do parents know what their kids watch on social media? Do we just give them these phones? There's supposed to be parental control. These things come with settings on the phone. You go to parental control, it limits your kids to what they can watch on social media. And at different points in time, you are supposed to collect their phones and go through the phone in and out to see what they view on social media.
All of these children you're talking about, they are more smarter than their parents.
But I believe that's where we as upcoming parents, that is where we are supposed to, be more sophisticated, because my child cannot be more smarter than me. I mean, if I give birth to a child now, you cannot be more smarter than me. It's not possible.
They can, because you know why I say they can? Because most times they give more attention on their phone. You yourself as an adult, you give more attention either your work or something else.
That's what I'm saying. We need to correct the errors of our parents. Back in the day, our parents were always busy with work. They neglected us.
Yeah.
But now, if you give birth to a child now, you are not supposed to repeat that same thing. You're supposed to give more attention to your child.
But currently, that is what is happening now, because you see a child of a year, not even up to a year, is in daycare school.
That is the issue.
Nursery, and coming back by 6 to pick up your child. By that time, the child is just that you adjusted already, and they spend more time with the school teacher, and you don't know what they are teaching them. You want to know that they are coming back to homework.
See, I saw a post that says, it was aggressive parents said, your teacher knows all the secrets in your family. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Let me explain to you.
Yes.
There was a thinking theory said, children tend to see. Children see a lot.
Yeah.
And after seeing God, they tend to relate to their teachers at school. So if they see their daddy beating their mommy at home, they will go tell their teacher because their teacher is their confidant
And he's very close to them.
and very close to them.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you are supposed to be your child's best friend.
Best friend.
But now most parents don't have time for that. Now anything they see, my auntie, I saw my mommy beating my daddy school
Because they interact too much.
you can more.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, reverse should be the case. You as a parent should be interacting more with your kids.
Your kids.
But then you don't have time for them. So they pick up these smartphones, they see different vices, they fall to it. This is where as parents we're supposed to make sure you are involved in your child's life, know what they are involved in, know the kind of content you watch. I mean, it goes down to watch the cartoons with them. Because some of these cartoons now, there's one popular cartoon, I wish I remember it now. I had to sit down and watch the cartoon. We got to a part I saw where a lady and a lady were making out.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. In the middle of the cartoon.
Is it kind of like Tom and Jerry?
No, this small Disney kind of cartoon. A lady and a lady, young lady and they were making out. And now, you as a father, you have just put it there, gone out. You would think it's a normal cartoon. And now that child will see that thing playing out and will want to go try it the next day.
They will try it. They will try it because this thing happened some time ago. I don't know if you got the news at Anambra. Is it Anambra or somewhere that a child of 18 got a child of is pregnant. Now the parents, because the parents should be blamed because they didn't just start there at the hotel. They started by chatting and sharing some information and videos and thereabout before they got to an extent that let them go and
Obviously,
in the hotel.
how about the 18-year-old boy that impregnated up to 10 girls? The same Anambra. He was supposed to go and sell his boss. And then he impregnated his boss's daughter, his boss's daughter, and then 8 other different girls in the area.
So I was even asking how possible could this. Do you know that the social media community could help them share some of this information, all of them together? Because they can't tell me that you come to this person for one and talk to them in person, communicate 1, 2, 3 to 10 persons at a time, just within just short
Some of
minutes.
these girls were more than him.
And even more than him because of the impact of social media. Social media have this kind of negative impact that it's got to an extent that it engages people on something that is not supposed to.
Even the things that are meant for good are turning to bad. I've been to see posts where how to raise a woman. I've been also to such posts. How to toast a woman. I've not seen such posts.
It's just type anything you want on the internet, they will show you now.
How to toast a woman on the face of it is not harmful, yeah?
Yeah.
It's not harmful. But now for a young person watching, how to toast a woman. He's young. He's 15, 16. You're like, oh, so this is that. He goes about trying it. And you wonder how he's able to penetrate 10 little girls. These are the issues here. Do you understand? These are the issues. And it still falls back to the parents, falls back to the government to be able to regulate these things and make sure they have a hold on things.
Well, let's still continue. Okay, let's still talk about the distraction aspect of it because it's not about young and it's even in marriage, even in marriage, even in relationship, even in class, in fact everywhere. Distraction, the social media has a good lot of distraction because even some parents said they won't get food for their children. But at the point, the food is still important because they need it for assignments, they need it for so many things.
Even for distractions.
If they require a church, they need it to check lyrics of a song. So it has a good positive effect impact on them. But the negative aspect is distraction. Now, taking the attention in the family, even in relationship, you can see that you want to talk to your girl or talk something reasonable or something important. You see her going on TikTok or doing some other things, telling you that I'm busy online, please give me some time. What are you doing online?
Listen,
even to cook, I'm busy online. To wash clothes, to wake up, get up in the morning, it's just go online.
It's not crazy. It's not crazy. But you know what? Let's leave the aspect of children. let's go over to adults. Adults now. Now, we see social media is now a place where people now live their normal lives. We now see everything happening in a home. Like you see a family documenting everything from how get ready with me, get ready with me to go to church, get ready with me to go to my boyfriend's house. Social media is we now live our lives of we now allow people judge us. People now seek validations from people you've never seen before, people you may never see in your lifetime. You are now posting your life on social media. I mean, married couples, let's go to that and married first of all. You are now weighing your life. Oh, look at this family. Look at how they're happy together. Because you are seeing them take good pictures. They are doing good videos. And you feel they're happy. They are only posting what they want you to see. Behind the camera, you don't know how it is in their home. You know, everyone will always appear cool, nice on camera. But when camera is off, when it is all said and done, how is it back home? You don't know. But then you are seeing the glow up, you are saying, oh, she's looking beautiful. I was finding, oh, it's such a girl, like this kind of a man. Oh, you really, if you know what the wife has to put up with behind the camera, you will not wish for that kind of a man. But then, that is the yardstick that we now live our lives every day. Because we feel what we see, some persons even live their lives by what they see on social media. Okay, I want to live my life like this person.
Yeah.
I want to live my life like this person. And yet you don't know what that person does.
That's taking that person as a role model.
Role model. You don't know what that person does. You don't know. A phrase says you should never meet your role model. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not good to meet your role model because you might be disappointed.
Definitely. 100%.
Trust me, it happens to me. I met someone I have always thought. I've always said, I would love to be like this person. But I'm able to just meet this person, and I met this person. Now, I would not say maybe it was, you know, we all have off days.
Yeah.
Maybe it was
his off days.
I would not say. But the state in which I saw him that day, I said, God, never again will I use any human being as my role model. Because you don't know, we are all human beings.
So who should you use as a role model?
Use Jesus as your role model.
Oh my God! When the Bible says Jesus is the finisher and the
author and finisher of our faith, use him as your role model, people. Because if you use me as a role model, I will do things that you will not like. Let's set that aside. I will do things you will not like. I'm human.
Yes.
We are all prone to error.
Yeah.
We only do try and error. You listen, it is bound to happen. A lot of people use you see David who is my role model, Two-Face.
When you get to see them in person.
By the way, Two-Face might be a role model though, because maybe in case you want to keep out to like 5, 6, 7, 9.
Yeah, sure.
David might be a role model. This person, but we do not know what they do behind closed doors. So that is the issue there.
So that is in fact the distraction social media have caused even in the family, marriage, relationship. A lot of people have lose their marriage at the because of this distraction on social media.
I saw a post yesterday. A young lady posted, anonymous. She said, "I don't know how to get this back." And this is a very young man listening to this right now. She said, "I jokingly pranked my boyfriend to see his reaction. I told him I would love let us break up in this relationship. I'm no longer interested." She sent it to her boyfriend, and the young man never replied. After some hours, she became worried. Started calling him. He didn't return.
She never knew that maybe that would be what the young man wanted.
Even wanted. Because she saw it somewhere that pranked your boyfriend.
Okay.
And she pranked him.
And it works.
I don't know my intention works. If I was to be that kind of boyfriend, I know once I see that text, let us break up. I'm not gonna say, kindly. I will never reply your calls. I won't return your calls. I will tell you, well, get on with it. Let's go.
Oh my God.
So if you tell me, oh, it's a prank, oh, me too, it's a prank.
This guy, you want to
let it go that way, man. You're pranking me, I'm pranking you. Let's let it go that way. Oh. That is it. Because she saw it somewhere and she decided to try it. Since you are not contented with what you have, you want to start trying out now. Okay, I will try it.
Maybe you can try someone out.
Oh, let's see.
Okay, let's look into this. How about people that meet maybe their partner on social media?
Well,
How do you see? Is this something? Is this something?
long distance relationship.
Yes.
Oh my God.
You know that at a point there was a story I heard some time ago. You know, you see some pictures and videos. You know, you see social media can even make a short person to be tall.
Everybody's camera angle.
Do you know that at the point when they agreed to meet, when this guy saw this girl, very short, man, better disappointment. It was like, no, this is not what I want.
And it's everything is camera angle.
Hi.
There's a way the camera will place. I would look so like I don't know. I would be so tall. You understand? And then sometimes, you know, really back in the day, I won't call it blind date here. Back in the day, when we still had all this messenger, where you meet someone you've not met before, you are chatting on social media, then there was still genuinity. Is that the word now? There was still genuineness. Yeah, genuineness. But now, I mean, for those, I'm sorry to say, for those still, yes, don't get me wrong here. There are people that met via social media and are still married. It works for some people, yeah. But now, not everything that works for A works for B.
But I've seen a lot of people that social media connected.
Yeah, they are married till now. Yeah.
In fact, they are family now.
Yes, it happens.
But some people didn't work at
On the flip side, also, there are people that let's just keep it at that. I don't want to say more on that.
Please.
They met on social media and their lives were ruined. Haven't you heard of people that met by social media? I mean, ladies are even the ones at the end result of this. I mean, you meet someone and you are living in Lagos and they're inviting you to come meet me in Port Harcourt. And what did you get next? They turn up. She was used for. She was messed up.
Oh.
Our body parts were removed from her. These are some of the dangers of social media. I mean, but I can imagine me chatting on social media.
How can someone invite you and someone that you don't know, and you took the risk? Even going, you didn't even go with any person.
Shout out to all our women, they are risk takers.
Oh my
God. All
God.
our women out there.
Is it just Africa, Nigeria?
No, it's all over the world. It's all over the world. It's all over the world. I mean, that's the power of social media. I mean, to see currently we've been seeing influx of white people coming to Nigeria, coming to America, a lot of them.
What?
It's all about social media. I'm saying, come on, you must have seen it. You see where you see a young man post, finally meeting up with love of my life, and you see the white man coming all the way from wherever she's coming from, so one meets the love of my life.
They are lucky. Sure.
She can try us also. Might be lucky.
No, me, I don't think love is in that aspect.
Why do you say love exists obviously?
Definitely.
Yes. In that aspect it exists.
Okay.
Give it a try.
Okay. Well, like I said, we can't emphasize more on the assessing the impact of social media on our society today, because it has both negative and positive. To be frank, Samuel Victor have really said it all. In fact, I don't know how to put it, but I think we have a whole lot of lesson on this, because looking at it, both the positive and negative aspects, both as a parent, as a young person, as a child, you have a better lesson on this. So please keep listening to this. Stay tuned on our platform, on our YouTube, Facebook. You get more lessons that you have not gotten any other place. Please, this is Serenity TV. Like I said, my name is Gospel, and here with me is Victor. Of course. Thank you for staying tuned. We will see you on our next episode. Thank you.